Hello, people. So it's evening. Scruffy's back. Took him a while, so I'm not sure. So I saw him about sundown, and he was lying on the deck. And so I opened up the screen door, and then he kind of disappeared. And I think he briefly passed by, and then he disappeared again. So anyway, I've been kind of keeping an eye out for him. And then I just saw that he was actually behind the table, and I think he was watching the TV from a distance. I've been trying to figure out if he's been watching the TV. I spot him here and there, where sometimes he's lying on the deck and he's out of range, and other times it looks like, yeah, he might be actually watching it. But I don't know if he's internalizing anything, or it's just something flashy that's grabbing his attention. So anyway, got the same setup, and I forgot to add water, so I think I'm gonna do that now. So I'm gonna pause here. So as I I took the food bowl to get water, and then when I came back with the food bowl, he was already at the door, and then he saw me, and then he scattered, and now he's back, keeping his distance a little bit, but close. Well, so he's not usually in that position. He's usually on the other side of the table. So I guess he's a little closer, but yeah, he's still keeping his distance. It's a little bit closer, but yeah, still kind of keeping his distance. So I'm thinking I might just go out there, but since I'm already sitting here and just kind of waiting, I might see if I can entice him to come to the door again. Yeah, he's really skittish. I was hoping, yeah, he'd be a little bit better. I think after the catnip, he's gotten worse. So there's still some catnip in the bowl from earlier today. I didn't wash the bowl. I kept his leftover food in there. He didn't eat it all, so go figure. So I'm starting to think I need to give him less food. But for now, yeah, still standard serving size. So come on, Scruffy. I know you want the food. You're always hanging out here. There's only one reason you do that. It's the food. Because it's obviously not the catnip. Because you don't seem to like the catnip. TV thing's new, but yeah, so so yeah, for you techies out there, I have a Raspberry Pi. So if you don't know, Raspberry Pi is a educational computer. It's a nonprofit organization in the UK, and they build. The price varies a little bit, but effectively, it's a $35 computer, and it's about the size of a credit card, and it's designed for children to learn about computing, and it has some special features. So there are hardware features, and then there's software. So on the hardware side, you can build like robotic type projects by plugging into the input-output pins, which are special to this unit. They call it GPIO. And then from the software side, you can put any operating system you want on it. They tend to favor a particular variant of Linux, but basically it's very geek tech oriented. So trying to teach kids about how to program these things. So the idea is you might build like a little Christmas light display or something using the I/O pins, and then you write some software to control how the lights blink. Or you might do some little rover or something like that, and you program some code to basically make the rover move backwards or forwards, or turn or whatever. So it's a pretty cool thing. And then yeah, it's really cheap. So originally when they first shipped it, it was $35. Now they have several different models, and so I think they range from like $5 and $50 or something like that. You still have to provide a monitor and keyboard and mouse, but keyboard and mice are cheap, and then it'll work with any TV that has an HDMI input. And so I just have an old TV that wasn't really using for anything, so I just plugged in the Pi. Has internet access, so it can just play YouTube videos, and so it's just like a little desktop computer. It's cheap, so I'm a tech geek, so I do this type of thing for a living, so it's pretty straightforward for me to basically just throw a bunch of YouTube videos on a Raspberry Pi and then just run it in a loop, and hope that it will catch Scruffy's attention and maybe he'll learn something, like how to play with toys, how to meow. Humans are not so bad. Cats enjoy interacting with people, so hopefully he'll learn that behavior from the television or the videos, since there are no other cats in the area for him to learn from, and he's a feral cat, so I guess most of the videos I've seen on YouTube about how to befriend a feral cat, most, not all, but most, usually involve capturing the cat, throwing it in a cage, locking it in a small room where it basically has no chance or no ability to escape from you. So it basically has to learn to adapt to you, and there is no recourse. So I'm not going to do that to Scruffy here. So he's an outdoor cat, and he's going to stay outdoor for foreseeable future. If he becomes really friendly, I might reconsider. But hi, Scruffy. So you ready for your food? But yeah, I don't want to trap him. So I'm hoping I can befriend him, kind of on his terms. But I got to play hardball sometimes, so it means I don't always do what's nice. I do things that I think he'll respond to. So if he runs away, doesn't eat the rest of his food, I'm not going to leave the food out. I need to teach him that, hey, I'm going to be here at certain times, and if you want food, you got to get the food for me. It's not just going to be magically left here by the food fairy, the Meow Mix fairy. It's me that's giving you the food, not some mystical fairy. So it's interesting. So I think Scruffy is kind of interested by a TV to some degree. So I guess maybe just rather than staring at the water bowl all the time or the food bowl all the time as he's waiting for me, he's watching the TV because it's probably more entertaining. So, is that right, Scruffy? You like the TV? So of course now he's not even looking at that TV direction. So I open the screen door so I can get the audio. Trying to get the audio levels right so I don't bug my neighbors. Hey Scruffy, you want some food? Yeah, I think you want some food. So even though he's so skittish, I'm kind of impressed. He's kind of polite. Yeah, I was a little worried. I'm still a little worried, but I was worried that he'd rip open the screen with his paws or claws. So just scratch it open and then get to the food. And a few times I caught him pawing at the door, but he's not gonna break it. And but normally he's just sitting here waiting for me, and I guess that's kind of polite. Ironically, I kind of actually want him to paw or something. I don't want him to scratch the screen, but I kind of want him to say, "Hey, look at me, hey human, you there, give me the food, please, give me the food." Or I'd like him to meow, but apparently he doesn't know how to meow, so that was the reason to get the TV. Okay, so he's getting ready. He says, "Yeah, that food smells good. Why are you just sitting there? Give me the food. What's the deal? though we do this like every day. You should know what the deal is by now. So the deal is, you come to the screen, you don't skitter away from me. Maybe you paw at the door. Then I open the door. I don't really want you to skitter back, but you do. And then I go sit in that chair, and then I feed you from that cup, and then you eat the rest from the bowl. And while you eat the rest of the bowl, I start grooming, petting you with that brush. So that's the deal. And we've been doing this for a couple days now, so you should know the drill. But yeah, Scruffy doesn't seem to know the drill fully yet, or doesn't seem to want to go with that drill, and so we kind of have to reinvent the wheel all the time. So the first time I pet him with that back brush, he did pretty well. I was surprised. I didn't think I thought the first time I did it, he'd just take off, and he never let me brush him, and he actually just took it. And so I kept brushing him, and I mean, he didn't look like really comfortable, and he would kind of evade here and there, but he basically wanted the food and kept being brushed. The next 2 times, however, he's been a lot more skittish, so he's trying to avoid the brush a lot more, and he hissed a couple times, but then he goes back. And then I think in both the last 2 cases, near the end of the bowl, he didn't finish his meal, but he was getting close, and then rather than dealing with the brush, he just walked off. And I think, he walked off like a diva, and it's like, look, I don't want to deal with the brush. No brush. I'm not going to eat. No brush. And it's like, well, okay, well, if you're not going to eat, if you're not going to let me brush you, then I'm not going to give you your food. So you're not going to finish your bowl, I'll just clean it up. So that's where we are. So I'm not sure if he's getting the message that if you want the food, you got to get the brush. And I don't know. So I know cats are supposed to be strong-willed and strong-minded and independent, and they don't really like any human telling them what to do. But yeah, Scruffy's going to have to make some choices because he doesn't have a lot of options. Because I'm not going to just keep giving him food if he isn't going to even interact with me. I don't I think his ideal situation is leave the food out. I don't want to see you. I'll eat it, and then I'm going to lie on your deck and kind of make a visible public nuisance of myself. But yeah, you're not going to get to interact with me in any way. So some of my relatives are telling me, what are you putting up with this feral cat for? Get the hose. Shoot him with a hose. No, I'm not going to do that. Well, never say never, but for now, I'm going to be nice. And I want to get Scruffy here to want Scruffy here to get used to the idea that I'm not going to hurt him, and things are safe here, and brushing's not so bad. He's really, I mean, I call him Scruffy because his hair is like all over the place. So yeah, there are a bunch of different feral cats. I actually just saw one taking out the trash in the front, one of the white ones. So I was trying to get a good look to see if the ear was clipped. I don't think the ear was clipped, so I might have to set a trap for the white one next. It's hard to say because when I first saw Scruffy, I thought his ear was not clipped either, but now I can get a close look at it. It is clipped, or at least I believe it's clipped. And from a distance, though, it didn't look like it was clipped because he has so much scruffy hair kind of everywhere that from a distance it looked like his ear is pointed because of the hair, so it looked like his ear was intact. So, but yeah, we got all these feral cats that are kind of a nuisance, and so I'm not going to befriend those other ones. Yeah, just because this one here has decided to move into my backyard without my permission. So I'm going to make him suffer in other ways by making me do my bidding with a brush and so forth. You want the food? And he was sitting there really patiently. I feel bad. All I wanted you to do is just kind of paw at the screen door or meow or something like that. I'm kind of bad. I'm feeling kind of bad about this, just sitting here. So I think I'm going to bring the food out now. Okay, Scruffy, does that sound good to you? Scruffy? Yeah, want some food? Okay, Scruffy. I'm going to bring the food out. Okay, Scruffy? Oh, he's ready to chew. Okay. Okay, I thought he was actually just gonna go in and eat when I opened the screen door. But yeah, he backed off. So maybe he's getting used to me. Maybe he knows the drill, and I'm not getting the message. But yeah, we'll see. Okay. So assume our position. Yeah, he saw me pick up the brush and then he took off. Yeah, so want some food? Oh. Here, Scruffy. Go for the cup first. Good. So I put a little bit less in the cup and put a little more in the bowl, so I'll have more time to use the brush. But yeah, I'm still just trying to get him acclimated to the idea of feeding, kind of symbolically from my hand. So eventually, someday in the distant future, I can just hand feed him stuff. Though he actually ate the chicken from my hand, if you saw that. So if the food's good enough, he'll eat from the hand. But yeah, I guess meow mix isn't good enough. But yeah, I can kind of understand that sentiment. Meow mix looks kind of disgusting and smells kind of disgusting in my opinion. And there's more. So there's like maybe 5 pieces or something. So a bunch in the back of the cup and 1 in the front. So part of me is tempted to just get rid of this cup thing and then just do the brush. But I don't know. So we're kind of getting a regiment here, so I hate to break the regiment. One more? One more piece. One more? Okay. Piece. Okay, so he's going in for the bowl. And I'm coming in with the brush. And he did not like the brush coming in. Hey, Scruffy. I know, the brush sucks, but you'll get used to it. You like the food, right? So no harm has come to you so far, so it's not like... Yeah, go ahead and smell it. It's perfectly safe. Okay, let him eat a piece first. Okay. Now I'll do it. So another idea is I just feed him once a day, the bigger portions instead of twice a day. There we go. Trying to be gentle. So the place where I'm brushing him is starting to look pretty good. I wish I could get his back, but he's still too skittish for me to move that far. And then his back's really hard to brush because it's all kind of ungroomed. But yeah, see, it's not so bad, Scruffy. I expect him to hiss at a certain point, especially as he gets near the empty bowl. But for now, this is progress. He hasn't backed away in a little bit. See, it's not so bad, Scruffy. This is great, right? You get food, you get groomed, probably some massage, right? It's like being petted. Make it harder for the fleas, maybe? Probably not. If I put some anti-flea stuff in the brush, maybe. 3 more pieces. Two more pieces. So yeah, I'm a little scared that he could swipe my foot and scratch me. It's not that close, but he is close enough that he could reach. I probably should wear shoes. It's all done. Say saw. Looked at the breast. What is that? No! Run away! Run away! Okay, he did pretty good, Scruffy. I'm gonna pick up the toy just to see if he's learned anything today from the TV. Like the toy? No, doesn't like the toy. Like the toy? So 2 things on my purchase list. Silver vine, since the catnip's not working, and maybe a toy with like a mouse or something on the string instead of just regular strings. Maybe like a fake mouse may be more appealing than this thing. You might have or a bird or something. Maybe because it might resemble something a little bit, you might find it more interesting. Don't want to play? I don't think he wants to play. Okay. So anyway, yeah, that's a little frustrating. But yeah, this is better than last night. So yeah, in case you didn't hear, so last night he only ate part of his meal, and then got sick of the brush. He even hissed at me, and then he just kind of walked off. And then he didn't come back. So like 4 hours later, I think he showed up at the door. I was busy. I didn't have time to deal with him. And then I think so. This was like after 11 p.m. I had some emails I had to do, and then when I came back, it was after midnight. And he was gone. I kept an eye on the door for like another hour or something. And yeah, he was gone. I think the whole night. So I think he's hunting in the. Or patrolling or whatever he does in the middle of the night. So I'm guessing he's sleeping all day here on the deck, and then at night he's going out on patrol. I think his behavior's changed a little bit. I used to see him out in the afternoon in the front. I don't see him in the front anymore. He's always out here in the deck. But maybe he goes out in the front in the night now. I don't know. But anyway, so since I don't have more food, catnip's not doing anything, and he's uninterested in the toys, I guess I'm going to call it quits here, since he's basically done everything I asked of him, and I don't have anything else to give him tonight, so I guess I'll see you next time. Say bye-bye, Scruffy. Yeah, that's what I thought. Bye-bye.